Hey there, and welcome to a very special edition of the Rhode Island Wig Spotlight interview series. I'm your host today. My name is Dina Grenier, and I am on location at the studio of ADB Media and DJ Tony D. We are here with the cast and some of the cast of the new movie Thayer Street. Hey guys, how's it going?
Great, thank you.
All right. Nick Albanese here is the writer, director, producer, and everything of the movie. Nick, tell us about what are we doing here? What is going on?
Well, this is my first independent feature film that I wrote. Like you said, I directed, produced, I did catering, I did crew work, I did calls, I don't know how many, like 10 hats? Right. 10 hats. It's been like a year process of my life doing this project, and we're finally going to get it out there in June.
So June 23rd.
June 23rd.
At the Avon Theater.
Yep.
We're going to get there at noon. We can buy our tickets online.
Yes.
And we're going to get there at noon, and we're going to get our pictures taken with the crew. You guys will all be there, of course, right? Wonderful. Before we go any further, let's watch the trailer.
Are you Nicky Hollywood?
But Nick Alba here, he made that North End movie.
Yeah, I saw Richie Romano there.
Richie Romano.
Oh, him? He's a bum.
My dad tells me you're in town writing something new.
Come on down. You say you need a story. Maybe I have a story for you.
Did you go into the back room with Richie?
What?
Richie's back room. You know about it, right?
Stay away from my friends. Stay away from me. And stay away from my daughter. Do you understand? Rebecca, I love you.
Oh.
Lots of problems you have when you're beautiful and charming, right?
Since I was a kid, I've always wanted to get into acting.
That room that he is with his boys all day long. You have no idea what he's actually doing back there? I never should have come home. You know, I really hate it when you call me Mr. Hollywood.
That's good. You see, a trip back home is what you needed to get things flowing again.
I guess you got wrong about a lot of things, Hollywood.
All right, wasn't that fun? I'm excited. Now, you guys haven't seen the whole movie yet, so it'll be so the trailer is a lot of fun. The whole movie's going to be even more fun. Let's go around the room here and each tell us who you are, what part you played, and a little bit about yourself.
I'm Michael Dubuc. I play Adam D'Angelo in the film. Adam's a very beautiful man. Very passionate. Adam is a neighborhood guy who, I'm not gonna say too much, but he likes the women, and he wears his heart on his sleeve. He may not be able to spell sleeve, but he's whatever he does it 100%. He's got a good heart, and you'll see what happens. But yeah, the film was great to make. The audition process was fun. I remember going into it knowing what Nick wanted, knowing that what I could bring to it. And I'm grateful that he was happy with what I could do. The cast's fantastic, and as an actor, you're only as strong as your scene partner. So whether it's Katrina or Savino or Vinny. Each one of those people brought everything they had and allowed me to bring whatever I had. And yeah, super grateful to be a part of this. Great experience. And Nick was, a good ringleader, strict, fine, but, allowed me as an actor to throw in who I am. But he knew that I could match with the script wanted. So. It was great. Awesome problem.
Wonderful. All right, so you got 1 star so far. Yeah. Elaine in the back. I know who you are, but tell our audience who you are and what your role in the movie was.
My name's Elaine Pelino, and I am an actress from. I lived in LA for years acting. I do stand-up comedy here. My role in the movie was Doree, and I play the loving, overprotective, and a little out there sister of Nick, who was played by Vinny. And I had a great time. Nick is wonderful to work with. And it just was so much fun. And I haven't worked in a while acting here in Rhode Island. So thank you, Nick, for the break. It was really good to get back. Thank you.
All right, awesome. And in the corner here?
I'm Gerrianne Genga, and I play Walsh. She's a pretty cool character, but I won't tell you too much about her. Keep a little bit of a secret. I did have an interesting audition experience. I showed up prepared to do a different film, and it was like this really feminine, female, power-driven, beautiful story. And I got there, and the guys started to, they're very masculine guys, and they were like, okay. And I was like, I definitely have the wrong script. I know it. So they let me read anyway, and it was a great read, and they were so warm and welcoming. And Nick is fantastic, and he didn't think I was that crazy, so we were good.
All right. There's 3 stars for you. All right, let's see if we can hit a home run. How are you?
Hi, I'm Savino LaQuale. I'm a Rhode Island actor. I also go by the name of Sammy for all my Rhode Island people out there. So I play Richie Romano, which was the neighborhood, I guess, gangster. Yeah, and it was interesting because when Nick gave me the script to read, and I loved the character. I played mobsters before, but this particular Richie had a lot of layers to him, and that's what I enjoyed about this character. I get to play a dad, so hopefully that's what you see in the film.
Wonderful.
So.
All right, and now you had a few hats that you wore.
Yeah, I'm Bob Mignarri. I had a supporting role as Joey, which was the brother-in-law of the main character, Nick Alba. I also was is a co-executive producer with a gentleman named Don Miller, and we helped fund Nick's project. I've known Nick for 6 years. First got involved when he wrote a play called Many Sides to Reaper, and had a role in it. Just initially liked what he did and liked him as a person. And about a year ago, he showed me the script, and I thought it was terrific. Nick does a great job in developing the characters, the storyline, very well put together. It's kind of a comedic drama all in one. And I think people are just going to really like the movie. I'm real excited about it, and really glad I got involved. Nick, I knew he could write, I knew he could direct, and I didn't realize how great of an organizer he is. He put together the movie we filmed in 7 straight days. He had it all organized, one set after another, we're with different locations, and he just did a fabulous job. They said it's been a joy to be a part of it.
So you give him a star, and you work behind the scenes, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, Nick did most of the work. I was really just there for support, and I did mention that we could maybe get in at the GAM Theater, and Nick took that and got us in for July 17th and August 20th.
No.
So that's
July 20th.
July 20th, August 17th.
but that's not the premiere.
No, that's
We're going to get to see this movie on June 23rd.
That's our summer running.
There you go. So if you can't make it June 23rd,
Yep.
we have a couple more chances to see it. But we all want to be at the Avon Cinema on June 23rd at noon, so we can line up and get photos with you all before we can't get near them, right? So Nick, tell me this. So 120 minutes on the screen, 90 minutes, 7 days of shooting. How long did it take to get to this part?
To this part right now?
Yes.
Well, it started last year, around January, February. I was writing the script, and I wrote the script. Probably, I had the idea somewhere in my brain for a while, and I knew I wanted to do something that wasn't too crazy, didn't need a huge budget. So I came up with this idea of Charles Street, and I have another script that we talked about, North End of Providence, which is set in the 80s in the same area. So in the new script, Charles Street, I made references to that old script. But Charles Street is totally fictional. It's a totally fictional story. And I say within about 2 months, I wrote the script, the first draft. And then in March, we had a table read. And then from there, I just started the whole pre-production and the casting. And in the meantime, I filmed a pilot I filmed a pilot in between while I was. That's how crazy I am. I ended up casting and filming a TV pilot called Death and Taxes while I was in pre-production of this film. So it's been a crazy year. So here we are now with the editing. We filmed in October. Like Bob said, we did a 7-day shoot, 12 to 14-hour days. That last day, maybe 20 hours. It was crazy, and now the editing and everything's been going on for months, and here we are. It's pretty much all.
So I met you back in October, and we went to Borelli's Bakery.
Yeah.
And tell us why you filmed in Borelli's Bakery. Come on now.
Well, Borelli's used to be, if you're from Rhode Island, North End, you remember Croach Bakery. That was my dad's bakery. We bought it from Jerry Croach in the 70s, and we had it all the way to the 90s, late 90s, and then we sold it. But I lived right there. I lived right on top of the bakery, and then when I had this whole idea, I went to talk to Carmine Borelli, and I said, hey, can I use the bakery to film? And he said, no problem. He let us use the bakery for 2 days. So basically, he's like, here's the key. When you're all done, lock the door. I was like, wow.
So did anybody have a favorite location? Where other places you shot? Where were your scenes shot? You get beat up outside somewhere.
Yeah, wow.
I'm not giving anything away. That's a
That was in
trailer.
North Providence.
Yeah, North Providence is a great.
Oh,
No, that was Cranston.
That was Cranston. I'm sorry.
Pulling out.
No, but remember we're in the backyard.
The backyard was North Providence.
Yeah. So yes, we filmed in Cranston. What was behind that?
The pub on Park.
Pub on Park. Yeah, it was very.
Legion Bowl.
It was good. That's right.
So let's name all the places. We got the Borelli's Bakery, the pub on Park. Where else were you?
We used a couple of his properties, Savino's properties.
Yep.
We used,
The house.
Yeah, that
Where's
one
the
house.
basement? Yeah.
Yeah, the one house we used for the backyard scene, the dinner scene, and the basement scene.
Yep. Right off Douglas
We
Avenue.
filmed in front of the house and behind the house, so we used that a lot. And then Susan's house.
So
Yeah,
all
that's
in
right,
Rhode
Susan's.
Island.
That was in Cumberland.
So this is a real Rhode Island wave
Yeah.
treasure. All living in Rhode Island.
Yep.
Everything filmed in Rhode Island.
Yes.
Fantastic. So let me ask you this: Improv. Did any of you guys go like way off script and it was okay? I want to hear your story. How off script did you go?
I think, I mean, if we're all honest, in the rehearsal of it, I was making things up, and I think that when Nick saw what I was doing, I think he was like, actually, this is maybe not better, but this works. This my essence,
Come on, natural.
which is hard to grasp. It was almost that worked for the film, and it maybe created a different layer to it that wasn't written. That I think when the film comes out, we'll see. But yeah, I think that's.
I think Savino made a good point. After seeing him do it, he made the character more likable.
Oh,
Because you wrote him a little
Yeah,
more
when I wrote him, he was more like
punky.
punky. You want to slap all the time. You want to slap him around.
Yeah.
But he made him almost. You almost feel bad for him.
Yeah, look at that face. How could you want to slap him?
I'm so lovable, guy.
Comes out.
I think we actually, when we started filming it, I said to Nick, you were really supposed to get beat up. Like, really. I don't want to give too much away, but I said, Nick, we really can't beat him up that bad. And he's just too nice, you know? So.
Yeah, it's very likable.
Elaine, now you're a comedian. How about you? Did you go off script at all?
I went ballistic in one scene where I don't want to give it away, but it was a scene where, I go from being the
That's my favorite scene.
So it stayed. Okay, so it didn't get cut. All right, that's good.
No, we only filmed 7 days. Nothing got cut.
Nothing got cut.
I didn't have enough footage.
There you go. And how about back there? Did you go off script at all?
I stayed with the word. I thought the word was great. Stayed with the direction.
There you
and
go.
I felt comfortable with Nick and his direction. And I thought one really endearing moment was at the end of our day. And I don't know if that would be the final day. I looked up and I thought something was wrong, but he was so caught up in the fact that this had come to fruition and that all the actors were so on board and so really involved, and he was tearing up. And it was the sweetest thing I've ever seen from a director, and I won't ever forget it.
Oh, it's like
That
watching
is
your
nice.
first child be born, right?
It was a great experience. It was an amazing experience.
That's awesome.
It was exhausting too, though. So we finished on that. We finished Columbus Day Monday.
Well, 7 days.
Well, it was Tuesday actually at 2 a.m.
Right?
And that I slept maybe Tuesday and Wednesday. I was so exhausted, so exhausted.
All right, so we're gonna get lots of sleep though the night before the premiere.
Yes.
June 23rd, Avon Cinema, Thayer Street
Thayer Street.
in Providence.
Historic.
Tickets are on sale right
Yeah, you
now.
can go to Eventbrite. If you can't find a link anywhere.
No, you're gonna find the link.
Yeah,
You're gonna find
but
the link at the bottom
remember
of this
this,
video.
Eventbrite, and all you have to do is search Charles Street Film, and it'll bring you right to it.
There you go.
Right in Eventbrite.
Right, and this is my neighborhood. I live right near there,
Yeah, yeah.
so it's kind of fun to see my neighborhood in a movie.
Yeah.
Congratulations, guys! What an amazing job.
Thank you.
I'm
Can I
so
also
proud
say
of
something?
you. You can say whatever you want. I'm so proud of you.
You're the boss.
You mentioned 12 o'clock, be there, photo ops, meet and greet. 1 o'clock the movie. Right after the movie, though, it's going to be a Q&A with me and the actors. So that'll be, you get to ask any questions from the audience about the movie or about their performance or about anything you want. So and it's going to be a fun afternoon. It's really going to be a fun
I'm looking forward to it. Thank you guys so much.
Thank you.
Thank you.